What is up, guys? So Enfield is about halfway over 1.3. We still have a week before like Camille releases, but contingency contract is also coming soon. And as of right now, we only know that Mifu and then Camille as the current banners of Enfield. But as you guys also know, IGN also just like randomly dropped a 1.4 trailer out of nowhere. And you're probably thinking about planning your pool plans. So here are my predictions on who are the next characters for Endfield. It's not going to be too long, but some are just very obvious. Like, the next character after Camille is going to be Arcane or Li Jiyan. I don't know why they gave this character a title called Arcane, and most people are just going to refer to her as Arcane and not Li Jiyan. So most of the time, I just have to say both her name and her title. But this one is pretty obvious. Arcane has been in the Wuling story for quite some time now. She has quite a bit of screen time. She even has like a significant amount of screen time during the artist share part in the Wuling story. It's been quite a while now, some time have passed, so it might be hard to remember. There hasn't been like a main story in Enfield for quite some time. But she is literally the face of the 1.4 trailer, so it's very obvious that 1.4 first character definitely going to be Arcane Li Jiyan. Now, my guess is that she's going to be like a Zhang Fangyi support, kind of like how Camille is like a premium support for Levitain. Arcane looks like she's going to be like a lightning support for Zhang Fangyi. Considering their color scheme kind of matches, they're both Li Jiyan and Zhang Fangyi are green, Levitain and Camille are red. So Arcane, if you're interested, probably want to start saving. And after Arcane Li Jiyan, we know that they're teasing a new idol character. That character does not have a name yet. We don't have it anywhere. Everyone is just referring to her as the idol character. So she is like your idol. So what can we expect? I think she's probably going to be given a name in like the next live stream. And she's going to be in the second phase, probably. She looks like a generalist support, honestly. Probably going to be like Astra Yao or Robin. I think we have enough like main DPS from all the limited time banners for now. And the game is probably looking to add more like supports units. So everyone is just not locked onto Gilberta forever. You see that they're slowly adding, Camille. Li Jiyan, I'm not too sure if she's a support, but the idol character seems to be like a support, so all the more reason and theory that the new characters are going to be supports. And the only other upcoming character that could possibly turn up, but not very likely, is going to be the green hair girl. There's no name for her yet, but she was teased alongside with Camille and Li Jiyan. She should be next, but because they tease her next to Camille and Mifu, but she didn't really appear in the 1.4 trailer. She could be like a 5-star or a 4-star, and then she'll like run with Arcane Li Jiyan or the idol character. But I don't think that's very likely. In modern gacha games, don't release new 4-star, 5-stars anymore. I think they're all putting all their resources onto like 6-star characters. So no more budget characters. It's all or nothing now in modern gacha character creation era. So I predict the green hair character is probably going to be next after the idol character. So she got a bit of delay, which isn't that surprising because I don't think that green hair girl is very like popular. I think she is like related to the original Arknights lore, but her current character appeal is not there yet. Maybe gotta wait some time. Similar to how Camille like shot up in popularity after he was like confirmed as the next character and drip marketed. Maybe the green hair girl will, have some new story coming in and lore coming in soon. So we'll just have to stay tuned. So other than just predicting the characters, how will the banner system work in the next version? Now you might be thinking it's going to be like a 2-phase banner, phase 1, 20 days of the Arcane, and then phase 2 is going to be the idol. But in Enfield, they do switch things up a bit, The launch banner was like 3 banners in one version, and then they have like shortened days, they have like 16 days or something. And then sometimes they do like Zhang Fangyi banner, which is like really long, kind of like a Void Hunter. And then it was like almost like 2 months with no new character. That did not end very nicely, but they do like to like experiment with like launch phase. So what do I think is going to happen in 1.4? It's probably going to be the standard. It's probably going to be like phase 1 is Arcane, and then phase 2 is the idol character. They only do like special things when it's like a really popular character like Zhang Fangyi, or they think it's really popular, but not necessarily they're the most popular character ever. Or maybe potentially even do like a tree phase banner, including the green hair girl, but that does not seem likely. I also think it's not very good to like release like 3 characters that are kind of similar to each other. I feel like they could use some variety. And other than that, would there be any reruns? Because as you guys know, the game just had a rerun of like really goofy rerun banner, which is like 4-in-1. You can get Gilberta, you can get Levitain. So the last character that has not rerun or has not been run on a banner would be Yvonne. And after that would be Tong Tong and probably Rosie. So the oldest character, the most inaccessible character would be like Yvonne and Tong Tong. So would there be any reruns? Probably no. I don't think Yvonne is popular enough to get a rerun. But I think Tong Tong might be popular enough, but like probably not so soon yet. Unless we get like a buff to cryo teams or like the end game needs a cryo team for some reason. I don't think Tong Tong or Yvonne is getting a rerun. Rosie is just too recent, so probably no rerun. So there's just no character to really rerun, honestly. So probably no rerun banner for now. And they're probably also just reserving rerun banners for like when dry patches come, like Zhongfang Yi. And as of right now, 1.4 probably don't have any like space for rerun or don't have the need for any reruns. And also, as you guys know, when they rerun characters, they're generally going to work with like the upcoming banner characters. Like, so they reran Levitain. Mifu was an upcoming character, so they also had Pogner Richening in the rerun banner. They also added Ardelia, so most of the player population is going to have like a Levitain, Ardelia, Camille team comp. The overall player population is going to have a high chance of owning a complete Levitain team comp when Camille rolls around. Pogner Richening was also there for like Rosie Havers and also Mifu Wanters. And Gilberta reran just because she's Gilberta. She's the top tier support. And if you look at the upcoming characters like Arcane or Idol character, we don't know much about them, but unless they really like they really work with Yvonne or Tong Tong. Yvonne and Tong Tong are just probably not going to be rerunning anytime soon for the foreseeable future. So that's as far as I can predict. Phase 1, Arcane Legion. Phase 2, Idol. And then phase 3 or the next one is probably the green hair girl. That's how far the Mayan calendar can predict. That is the extent of our abilities, our foreshadowing. And that is all I have for today. Let me know in the comments what I missed and what are your predictions. And I'll see y'all next time.